Okay, so it's no longer news that Donald Trump, lost this year's Nobel Peace Prize. What is actually news is the reason why he lost. Technically, he was fighting a lost battle.
So the world is kind of stunned right now. Donald Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize this year. After everything he's done, stopping wars, brokering peace deals, people are asking, how is this even possible? This year's Nobel Peace Prize actually went to a woman named Maria Corina Machado. She's an opposition leader from Venezuela, a country torn apart in socialism, corruption, and dictatorship. She apparently spent years risking her life to push democracy and human rights, and the Nobel Committee recognized her courage. Now, if you're thinking, I've never heard of her before, you're not the only one. Most people haven't, especially outside of Venezuela. But her fight for freedom made headlines overseas, and that's why the committee chose her. Still, that made millions of people wondering, why not Trump? Why not the man who helped bring peace deals in the Middle East, lowered tensions abroad, and kept America out of new wars? Now, here's what's really going on. The nomination window for 2025 closed on January 31st. Trump's nomination was submitted in December, which means everything after that doesn't count. The committee can't legally update or add new accomplishments after that deadline. So no, Trump wasn't snubbed, he was just too late for this year's round. Now for next year's award, that's a whole different story. All the peace initiatives, foreign talks, and diplomatic breakthroughs are going to be counted for next year. So don't be surprised when Trump's name comes up even stronger in 2026, because even though he didn't win this year, I'm almost positive he's going to get the next one.
Oh yes, I totally agree with him that next year he stands, the best chance of winning this Peace Prize because if you take into consideration the circumstances under which he lost this particular campaign, you'll see that he got into the race very late. I mean, you don't begin the competition of a sprint at the end of the sprint. You've got to start with everybody. He got into office January 20th, and on the 31st of January, the voting stopped. So he barely had a week plus. There is no way you're going to be competing in 1 week with people who are a whole year, and expect to beat everybody. So it will be very difficult for him to win in 1 week. All the achievements he's garnered were beyond the 31st of January window. So it was like, killing himself over nothing. He and his supporters were actually banding facts that were irrelevant, because of time. So all this will be counted for him next year. He wouldn't have a problem next year, if 31st of January 2026 will be the deadline, then all what has happened this year, will count for him next year. So it doesn't appear that anybody will take that away from him. Next year, if he continues at the pace he's going, he will really have no challenger. There will be nobody there to compete with him or to challenge him in getting the prize.